Down upon thee with vengeance and anger, those who attempt to destroy my brother.
And without further ado, our final special guest. This person actually has something for us. Mr. Mel Shorter. He is a barber. He's been a barber, licensed barber, for 7 years. We know nobody did hair at home. I'm talking to the wall now. Nobody did hair at home before they got the license, right? Nobody here. And this brother owns the Males Alpha 4 barbershop. He owns it on Clay Street. You know, they're just now tearing down those projects. And this is a bad brother to be over there cutting hair on Clay Street by the projects. He's also my church member, and once he get up here, you're gonna know he wasn't always saved. So he takes care of that barbershop. He blesses and touches people, and I'm gonna allow him right now to touch you guys with some poetry.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. It's truly a pleasure to be here today with you all. I feel honored to be amongst a group of such beautiful people and inspiring people. You know, as Tammy said, I'm a barber. I have a barbershop on Clay Street at 738 South Clay Street. You know, it's directly across the street from Shepherd Square Projects. So, as you probably would imagine, I see a lot of stuff going on through there in the 7 years that I've been there. You know, a few years ago, a gentleman got shot right in front of my door 6 times. I was, you know, my barber chair was right in front of the door, and I was sitting there giving the guy a taper on his neck. Next thing you know, I heard shots, and I had to hit the floor. And when the smoke cleared, there was a guy laying right in front of my door, you know, fighting for his life. Probably the second week I started working there, I came to work, and the corner was taped off because there was a Hispanic guy found dead across the street, shot. You know, me myself, I used to be a gang member. I joined the gang at 12 years old. I started carrying guns at 12 years old. I started having shootouts. I started snatching purses. I started robbing. You know, committing every crime that was possible. You know, I lived a life like that. I was in and out of JCYC. Once I reached 18, I was in and out of prison and jail. But through all of this turmoil and reckless living, there was always something in me that knew that there was something better than that. I felt trapped in the lifestyle that I was living, but it was something in me that always would make me look to the sky and be like, you know, why are things like this? Why do I feel these ways? And there has to be something better than this. So I just thank God that He had the idea of me that He had. First, to protect me through everything that I went through. You know, I've been shot twice. I got shot for the first time at the age of 15. I got stabbed when I was 20. You know, I've lived a pretty rough life, and I thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. And I'm sure everybody in here can testify to that, because I'm sure there's been plenty of nights that we've cried. You know, a lot of pains that we felt. We've lost a lot of loved ones. There's been times that we just probably flat out didn't think we was gonna make it. But here we are today. Thank God. This piece that I'm about to share with y'all, you know, as a barber, it's busy and sometimes you have downtime. So my barbershop, the whole front of the barbershop, the face of it is like a big window. So I sit in my chair sometimes when I have downtime and I just watch the world go by. I look out the window, I see the projects, I see people driving past, I see people walking past, I see drug deals, I see domestic violence, I see children being neglected, I see everything. So this piece was inspired by the things that I see in my community, in Smoketown. One day I was just sitting there doing nothing, I just started writing. I sit in front of my barbershop on a daily basis, meditating and processing the many faces that come across my vision. And I witness so many different standards of living that leaves my head spinning. I see single mothers and drug dealers, nickel and dimes and big wills, from teenagers on up to the older cats in their 40s and 50s. And some of the single mothers even got packs they flipping. I'm not condemning, I'm just speaking on reality. Because I do, if none of you all understand this mentality. It's called survival of the fittest, which means I got to get it by all means necessary. Let me explain. I got a family, so food, lights, and gas is primary. On my record, I got 2 or 3 felonies, and we can't hire you is what society keeps telling me. Plus in Shepherd Square, Newburgh, the West End, or any other hood, being solid is necessary. Or at least, this is the hustler's perception in his or her mental sanctuary. But as survivors, I do believe these are instincts we all share. Therefore, motivated by the same impulse, yet different actions. And the reason why is because of different factors. Like for instance, say you have a young boy who witnessed his father kill his mother, and everyone else in the family falls short of being guarded. What is he to do besides go on fast? Jesus saves, but they don't teach that in class. So where then is faith placed? In cash, which is the beginning of the end, to say the least. For the love of this feeds the greedy nature of the beast. And this goes to corporate industries. But that's another story for another time. I want to get back to this illustration, the articulation of a situation that is doubly misunderstood. Misunderstood by those who think they're better than people in the hood, just because they never had roaches and always spent cash money for groceries. Didn't have to worry about clothing as long as JCPenney's was open. And that's cool, that's fine. I'm just saying everybody has not been so fortunate. But I thank God that He is God, and Him plus me is the majority. Guess what? Him plus you is the majority. He put a greatness in each and every one of us that can't be faded. And on top of that, created man in His own image, so we wouldn't be mistaken. He's given us all a measure of faith, which is foolishly misplaced. When if we properly embraced it, life would be so much easier. There will be more fathers at home rather than penitentiary bitch and funeral programs. Less drug dealers and more father figures. It takes a whole village to raise our precious children. Real men love God, and that's the beginning of wisdom. Reevaluate this word submission, because we have a tendency to associate this with being weak, when in all actuality, it's the exact opposite. By doing this, we reflect leader qualities and accept the sovereignty of our Father God. Thank you.